5 reasons why the Cavs will win the NBA Finals. They all kind of revolve around one thing. So we'll start with, or 4 out of the 5 revolve around one thing. So we'll start with the X Factor, which is Tristan Thompson. He has impressed me mightily in these playoffs, the way he's playing. Like I said, every team needs just kind of like that tough guy, the physical defender, just the physical player overall, especially the way the league is now where everyone's so finesse. LeBron's considered a bully. LeBron's actually the hood guy of the NBA, which is a hilarious thing to think about. For a rural and urban game, it's pretty suburban at the moment. But that's a story for another day. Tristan Thompson, though, the way he can play, because he's got the positional matchup against JaVale McGee, he's got a chance to be such a problem for JaVale McGee. He can drag Draymond Green away from Kevin Love to help open him up. He can win the rebounding battle, because if they don't win the rebounding battle, that's always you can always look at Golden State's 3-point shooting and rebounding. They win those 2 stats, they're going to blow you up by 30, 40 points. They lose one of those 2 stats, the game's close. They lose both of those, they get blown out. It's out of all the stats, go look when they win 3-point shooting and they win rebounding. Like everything else, you can honestly, it does not matter. You could tell me that they had 23 turnovers in a game, but they won rebounding plus 12 and 3-point shooting plus 12, and I say they'd kill you by 30 points. Those 2 stats are that tremendous. And Tristan Thompson has a chance to be the X factor because he can control one of those 2 stats, being rebounding. And he can just be a pain in the ass and can get guys in foul trouble. Yeah. All right. Reason number 2, LeBron scoring. LeBron has a chance, as he did last year. He can just be the best player on the court, which he is. But he has a chance, he can specifically be the best scorer on the court. And that's on a court full of guys where Steph Curry can get 30 any night, Klay Thompson can get 30 any night, Kevin Durant can get 30 any night, Draymond Green, he's probably, if he wanted to, I think he'd get 20 any night, but he defers more so. So there's 3 other guys on the court who could get 30 realistically at any time. And he still could be the guy averaging 35, 36, borderlining on 40. Kind of like he did last year. Reason number 3, LeBron's rebounding. You'll see a similar theme here. So, once again, just like the scoring, he has a chance. He could be the best rebounder on the court with guys like Draymond Green, the aforementioned Zaza Pachulia, because I love that name, JaVale McGee, Tristan Thompson on his own team, Kevin Love, who is a 10-plus career rebounder, and he could still be the best guy getting 13, 14, 15 rebounds a night, similar to what he did last year. Reason number 4, LeBron's passing. Once again, Irving doesn't really pass. That's not his game. Curry, the whole Golden State offense, which is built around passing, which is why I believe they finished second to the Lakers of the Showtime Lakers, the 80s, in terms of total assist and assist per game. They have the assist per game record. They fell short of the total assist, I think, by 10 to 15. So a team that averages 30 assists has a guy who can get 9 or 10 any given night. LeBron still could get 12, 13, 14 assists on any given night. He's that good. He can be the best passer. And when you are the best passer, you get guys who would normally be getting 8 to 10 points. You're getting up to 14, 16 points. You're getting guys who are normally 16, 18. You're getting them to 20, 22. And that matters so much because hidden points are always one of the great things in sports. We never really know where to draw the line. It's like in the football, we always say field position. The hidden yards, that's how you really, it's a way to dictate how a game's going. LeBron brings out all of those hidden points in his team. And it's kind of similar to what he did last year. He can do that again this year. Reason number 5. If LeBron don't fucking do it, ain't nobody on that damn team is. I'm sorry, There is no reason the Cavaliers are in this position. And anyone that wants to fight me on this logic, I dare you. Because the Cavaliers were a fucking dumpster fire before he got there. When he left, how good were they in those 4 years he was gone in Miami? Oh, that's right. They got the number 1 overall pick 3 times. Oh, that's right. That's how good they were. And when he came back, they went immediately straight to 2 NBA finals. This is now number 3. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's how good Cleveland is. For all of you that hate the fact that I don't like Kyrie Irving, because when he was with them, he got 2 number 1 overall picks and finished last in the Eastern Conference, which also had the Brooklyn Nets at the same time. That's pretty bad. I've said for the entire playoffs, because it was a topic for some reason, that is this the best LeBron's ever played? Is this the greatest? Is this the peak of LeBron James? No, we saw his peak last year, when he played the 4 greatest games I think I've ever seen a human being play. I'll give him that. I think Jordan's overall peak is higher, but what he did last year was criminal. It was demeaning. I mean, he basically looked like he went outside and was like, hey, you guys want to play a game? And the people that said yes were 5-year-olds and toddlers, who were still getting potty trained when they shit themselves seeing him go down the lane and dunk on all of them. Like, he has to be in this series. Talk about how great his numbers are. It's like 34, 11, and 9 in the playoffs, which is mind-blowing. Absolutely. He's great. One of the 4 greatest players ever. But he has to be that for them to have a chance. It's not, oh, he can do it if he wants. No. If he is not 35 plus points, if he is not 13, 14 plus rebounds, if he is not 13, 14 plus assists, they don't have a chance. Not one. Because for all you that say it's like, as great as he played last year in those 4 games, it still came down to game 7. Still had 1 minute left in the game. Curry could have made one of 2 shots or got one particular rebound, and they would have still won. Took the greatest performance possibly of all time, and they still went down to the last minute in game 7. And you think these teams are evenly matched? These 2 teams are in 2 completely different leagues. Like, the NBA right now is everybody else, the Cavs, and then the Warriors. Like, there is just such a gap in how well these teams play, the talent on these teams. LeBron's great. He's the greatest player on the planet. He can't mess with this team. He played the 4 greatest games of his life. I personally don't see him getting back there, but I'll talk about that more in a second. But he is reason 1, 2, 3, and 5 on here.